Here are the new nonfiction books we just got into the library. Books in the 100 section are Patterns Everywhere. See where you can find patterns. A Mo Williams book called Are You Small? A book about the church. And a book called Setting Boundaries, learning about healthy relationships, learning about being comfortable, needing a friend, and a stop and think section. In the 300 section, you can find a new book about the park, one about local government and why that matters, and one about the hospital. Continuing in the 300 section is a book about delivery workers, one called Ancient Night, one called Who is a Scientist? That one is actually in the 500s. Struggling at School, dealing with challenges, and a book on recycling. In the 550 section, which are books about earth science, we have a new book about volcanoes, one called Kaboom, a volcano erupts, one about an eclipse and what that is, and the Great Barrier Reef. When the Sky Glows is a new book to our nonfiction area, as well as Partly Cloudy. It has a lot of information about the different kinds of clouds and the water cycle, and then the new book called The Mighty Pollinators. A Sunken Ship is a sanctuary for sea life. Find out in this story what kind of habitat it is and how it meets plants and creatures that call it home. Also check out this book called Caring for Our Forest and How to Protect Those. And in this story, I'm trying to love germs. Learn how germs are everywhere, but that doesn't have to be a bad thing. The 590 section of our nonfiction area, we have these new books. Is This a House for Hermit Crab? Jumper, which is a day in the life of a backyard jumping spider. The Wonderful Wisdom of Ants. Why do elephants have big ears? Questions and surprising answers about animals. And a book called Animal Heroes Supermoms. In our 598 section, which is our section about birds, we have Emperor of the Ice, How a Changing Climate Affects a Penguin Colony. Super Swifts, which are small birds with amazing powers. Clever Crow. Inside a Bird's Nest. The Penguin of Isla Grande, and Finding Family, the duckling raised by loons. In our 599 section, you'll find Hello, I'm a Pangolin, When Beavers Flew, an incredible true story of rescue and relocation, one about polar bears, and wombats are pretty weird, a not-so-serious guide. In the 600s, which is our technology section, we have a new book about color blindness, one about an occupational therapist, one called I Have a Bee Allergy, and past and present communication. In our 611 section of the nonfiction area, which is about our human body, we have a new book about the heart, one all about the brain, one about human body facts, and one called the Yawn Book. In our 620 series, which is about engineering, we have a book called The Sky is Not the Limit, Moon Tree, the story of one extraordinary tree, one called Fuel, How Energy Powers Our Busy World, one called My Pet Goldfish, and another one that helps you explain robotics to a grown-up. In the 700 section, which is arts and recreation, we have a new book called Ancestry, the Mystery and Majesty of Ancient Cave Art. In the 800 section, which is literature, poetry, and plays, we have Round and Round, The Year We Go. We have Wait and See, and Haiku, celebrating the disgusting side of nature. In the 900s, which is our history area, we have Flashback to the Fly 90s. You can find out all about things that your parents had back in the day. Also in the 900s is our geography section. We have these brand new books to the library, Using Maps, The Countries of the World, South Sudan, A Visit to Poland, Climbing the Volcano, A Journey in Haiku, and a book about Denali. This last book can be found in the biography section. It's called Road Trip, Camping with the Four Vagabonds, Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Harry Firestone, and John Burroughs. Come by and check them out.